The telephone seems to be a popular device to hide strangeness. I've heard reports of conversations with the dead to correspondences with life forms from another time or even another dimension. There are quite a few reports of these creepy phone calls throughout the years, which might suggest that something out there is attempting to use our telecommunication systems to make contact with us. And one of those examples is found in the peculiar case of a man called Gary Sudbrink. I'm Kingsley, you're watching Kingsley TV. Let's delve into the case of Gary Sudbrink and those mysterious phone calls that he received in 1993. In 1993, Gary Sudbrink was an Air Force captain assigned to medical pharmacy work in San Antonio, Texas. In February of that same year, he planned an unannounced surprise trip to visit friends and family in Long Island, New York. Even though he didn't tell anyone about his trip prior to departure, it seems that someone or something else already knew. At his parents' house in New York, Gary Sudbrink placed a phone call to his longtime friend Mike. But Mike relayed how he had already spoken with Gary by phone the day before, describing how Gary had just flown in through LaGuardia Airport, although Gary had actually come in through JFK Airport. Mike also said that Gary gave him the impression that he was coming down with a cold, even though Gary was perfectly healthy at the time. As a result, Mike decided not to hang out with Gary, which left Gary quite confused. As the two of them conversed, another phone call came in through the call waiting. With his parents still present in the room, Gary picked up the other line, and a deep mechanical voice greeted him with some bizarre dialogue. Instinctively, for whatever reason, Gary pressed record on the nearby answer machine in an attempt to document this. What I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to play the 4 audio clips from these phone calls that Gary received that night. And in the information section of this video, I'm going to put a dialogue of everything that was said by Gary, his parents, and this person on the phone, so you can read word for word. So let's get into these very bizarre phone calls that Gary Sudbrink received that night in 1993.
Yes. I'll tell you who it is.
Hello?
Yeah. Do you want to speak to him?
There's Gary's Sudbrink there.
Yeah, who's this? Steven? Are you playing games with me or what? Huh? Steven, if you're playing games, I'm going to kick your ass.
So how long are you going to be back from Texas?
Huh?
You're being impersonated by the other voice.
Yeah, this is you, Steven, you idiot. You're pissing me off. Jerk. I'm going to get you on... Let's see what it says. Review. 1 new call out of area. Is Steven out of the area?
How long are you going to be back from Texas?
Wait, say that again?
You're being impersonated by the other voice.
Wait, hold on. Is Steven out of the calling area or what? What do you mean you don't know? He's in Queens. Well, who are you talking to? I don't know who the fuck.
Hello?
Hello?
Here's Gary's Sudbrink there.
Who is this? Sounds like a freaking robot.
So
Hello?
how long are you going to be back from Texas?
What was that again, sir?
You're being impersonated by the other voice.
Oh, be quiet, huh? Sorry, would you see that again? Hello? Being impersonated by what voice?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Here's Gary's Sudbrink there.
Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, what is your question? I'll answer it.
So how long are you going to be back from Texas?
How long?
You're being impersonated by the other voice.
Right. When am I coming back? Is that your question? Okay, there was a break. Hold on. You want to know when I'm coming back to Texas? Oh, is that your question?
So how long are you going to be back from Texas?
How long am I going to be back from Texas? That question doesn't make any sense.
By the other voice.
Okay. I'll be coming back eventually. I can't tell you when. You should know that question, answer to the questions, because you seem to know more about me than I do. You know what I'm saying?
Are you an intergalactic person?
Are you a space alien?
Sounds like he hung up.
I can't believe this.
He hung up, Gary.
See if he comes back.
All right, I'll hang up.
Oh my God, man. I'm calling Mike back.
Gary Sudbrink has two brothers, Stephen, who is 1 year older than Gary, and Brian, who's 5 years younger than Gary. At the time that Gary received this first phone call, he thought it was Stephen playing a prank on him. However, Stephen was not known to be a prankster. Yet, there was a separate strange occurrence which happened to involve both Stephen and Gary a few years prior to these strange phone calls. While en route to a wedding, also in Long Island, New York, Stephen saw Gary drive up alongside him. He then saw Gary make some weird faces to get his attention, and then Gary just simply drove off. Even though Gary was in Long Island at that time, he didn't have a car to drive, let alone the make and model he was apparently spotted in. And get this, it's the exact same car that had been parked at Gary's residence in San Antonio, Texas. Return to the night of the strange phone calls that happened in 1993. A few minutes after the first call came in, the phone rang a second time and Gary pressed the record button. This is call number 2. As if those two calls weren't bad enough,
What is your
the
question?
strange caller phoned back a third time
Yes,
that same
speaking.
night. This is call number 3.
Yes. Could I answer any questions for you?
Are you back from Texas?
Not back yet, no.
How long are you going to be back?
Let me answer. First, you tell me, where are you calling from?
Gary Sudbrink.
Yeah, why don't you tell me where you're calling from?
Who is this?
What do you mean, who is this? You should know who it is. It's me, Gary. Wait, let me ask you this question. Where are you calling from? Okay, I'll be back. Excuse me? I can't hear too well. Yeah, it is a full moon out. That's true. Could you identify yourself? Identify yourself. Why are you calling me? Excuse me? I cannot hear too well.
Get on the other phone, it's better.
Hold on, let me switch phones. Okay. Okay, hold on. Now, who are you? Keep an eye in the sky, he said.
Keep an eye in the sky?
Yeah.
Can I talk to him? I had a sighting.
Okay, hold on. Say that. Repeat that again. Please repeat. Okay. Near Orion.
Holy mackerel. Tonight or guess when?
The full moon.
They told
So, double from you.
Repeat.
Tell them I like to talk to
Okay. Repeat last word. I'm hearing static.
them. Tell them I like to talk to them.
He hung up.
He hung up.
Hello? Okay. Yeah, it's taking time for him to talk. Who is this? Stephen, this is not funny, you know.
Brian, it's not Stephen.
What do you mean, Brian?
I mean, Gary.
How do I know it's not Stephen?
It's not Stephen. Hello? I had a UFO experience in West Virginia, which you probably know. And I know that you're into an intergalactic person. Can you speak a little louder? Sir? Can you speak a little louder? Louder?
Let me speak to him, Dad. I guess, I don't know what his...
All right, I'll hang up so you can talk to me. He wants to talk to you.
Okay. Hello, can I help you?
Hello.
Yes.
Gary Sudbrink.
Yes, that's me. Yes, could you please identify yourself? Identify.
Oh, you're back from Texas.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm in Texas right now. Oh, he asked me a question. No, I'm in New York right now. You know that. Why are you asking me such a question? Yes. Stephen, if this is you, I swear to God, I'm going to be pissed. Huh? I'm trying to listen to him. Excuse me? Okay. Eventually I'll be back from Texas. Could you speak more? Please speak more. I guess it's not Stephen. I believe it because I'm getting static. Let me go on this phone because I can never hear on this phone. Hold on. Okay. Okay, please speak. Hello?
Keep an eye on the sky.
Okay. Should I go out right now? Right now? Okay, see, I'm not sure where Orion is now, but we'll go outside. It would show double from me. Repeat that again?
So, that was presumably the end of the mysterious phone calls, at least on that specific night. But the following evening, the mysterious caller returned. And although Gary's mother was not present for the fourth phone call, both Gary's father and his Uncle Tom were. But between Gary's father and Uncle Tom, they both had a UFO sighting together. Unlike Gary, who to my knowledge has not. Here is that fourth and final phone call. And keep in mind, this mysterious phone caller, he never called back again after this and has never been heard from since. This is the final phone call.
Yes, this is me. Can I speak to you? Can I ask why you're... Yes, can I ask why you're calling? Can I please ask... Yes, this is. Yes, that is me. Say that again?
This planet.
Leave?
We come
I'm staying right here.
to be within this planet.
Is this a joke or what?
The many to be contacted has the same with you.
I have to think about that. I'd like to see you.
The many to be contacted has the same with you.
Hey, let me tell you something. I've been listening to you, and I've had contacts with you.
Government interference.
Government interference? You have? Please explain what type of interference.
Beware.
Okay.
Government interference. Visitations to be disrupted.
sun will rise from the dark side of the moon.
Okay, what branch of the government? What should I do?
Beware. Government interference. Visitation is to be disrupted by them.
Okay. Is that good for me or bad? They hung up.
Yeah.
The argument could be made that this mysterious caller sounds just like a recording. In other words, it could be that there was no intelligence behind the voice, and that it was merely a recording played on a loop. However, when I listen carefully to some of the calls, there seem to be times when the patterns of the responses appear exactly the same, but at other times they differ slightly. Regarding the particular tone and style of the calls themselves, I counted 17 instances of the voice in the first call, 16 instances in the second call, 15 instances in the third call, and 17 instances in the fourth and final call on that second night. It's almost as if the caller seems to lose energy as the calls progress throughout that first night, since the audible volume becomes noticeably quieter. I find it interesting how those who have come face to face with the apparent men in black describe a similar characteristic in their speech patterns. The other thing worth noting is how mechanical the voice itself is. This also matches up with reports of the encounters with, the men in black. People often report those entities as very mechanical or robotic, leading some to consider if they are intelligent entities at all, or just drones of some sort, perhaps under control by another unseen presence. So that was about Gary Sudbrink and his mysterious phone calls. How would you feel if you had phone calls like that? I mean, what would you do? I'd shit myself. I would. Oh dear. But yeah, odd. A lot of people don't think that the men in black exist. And that's understanding. I personally think they do exist. I think the people that think that they don't, they've been, I don't know, somewhat brainwashed by sci-fi movies. So when it comes to hearing about real cases like the Men in Black, immediately they go into I don't believe mode because it relates to like sci-fi movies that they've watched, and if it makes sense. So it's harder for them to believe that something like that is true. But just be open-minded. I mean, apparently the Men in Black are a very dark, somewhat evil presence amongst us. And there's been quite a few murders and missing people cases relating to the Men in Black over the years. In fact, I've heard from 2 people, I don't know how true this is, but apparently Gary Sudbrink, when he finally went back home to San Antonio, Texas, not long after arriving back home, he vanished, disappeared. And this was in 1993. And here we are in 2024, and nobody's heard or saw anything of him since. I don't know how true it is. I hope it's not true, and I hope Gary Sudbrink is fine. I hope his family are fine. But it's food for thought. And in an upcoming episode as well, I'll be putting the CCTV footage of some Men in Black for you to look at, and some eyewitness accounts. I'll be talking to you about them as well. So, should be an interesting one. I don't know what the next episode's going to be because I've got loads of topics. But I will be, the Men in Black one will be one of the upcoming episodes. If there's any weird things that you want to talk about, drop me an email. There it is. It's going across the screen now. 𝐊𝐢𝐧𝐠𝐬𝐥𝐞𝐲-𝐓𝐕. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. My dog Toby, by the way, he's not in tonight. Me dog. He's out. Yeah. He's somewhere around the outside of Kingsley Castle, because my castle is very haunted, inside and out. So Toby's filming his own little ghost hunt. Oh, I could say to him, how about we put it in a video on Kingsley TV for you to watch? See what he thinks. He might be shy, but I doubt it. He farts a lot, doesn't he? So he ain't shy about farting on camera. So I'm gonna get going. I've got a cheese sandwich and a cup of tea waiting. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. Okay then. Speak to you soon. And good night. Sleep tight. Oh, and if you get some men in fedora hats and suits and that knocking on your door and they're wearing sunglasses, don't open the door. Alright then. See you then. Bye. Toodaloo. Is anybody there? Can you make yourself known? Stretch me back. Anybody there? Oh! Hello? Wait there, I'll come and say hello. Wait there, I'll get a bit closer for you. Hello? Fancy meeting you here. How lovely. Really made my night, that has. I'm doing a ghost hunt. In full night vision mode. Yeah, Kingsley's indoors. Yeah. He's doing another video. And I'm out here doing a ghost hunt. On me lonesome. Freezing cold, but I've got me hat on, so I'm a happy doggy. Oh, how have you been? Oh, that's really made my day, that. Night. Made my night. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm in Kingsley Castle grounds doing the ghost hunt. Inside and outside of Kingsley's castle and around the castle grounds. Very haunted. Yvette Fielding and Cole Beatty, you've got nothing on me. I'm the ultimate ghost hunter. Yeah. You're both always welcome to come here to do a ghost hunt. Got a nice cup of tea and a cheese sandwich waiting for me for when I get back in. I think it's for me anyway. But I'm going to get going. It's such a pleasure. Such a pleasure. Oh, and if I record any ghosties or take photos of any ghosts, I'll share them with you here on Kingsley TV. Okay? I don't know where else to go now. Stay here for about another hour. Don't know where to go. Oh. Oh, the barn. Of course, the barn. Right then. I'm gonna go. Alright then. See ya. Oh, anyone there in the barn? Can you make yourself known? Oh, that wasn't me, that was a ghost. I promise.